Hello. In this session we are going to talk about simple linear regression, and we look at the important table. Suppose we are interested in determine whether there is a relationship between gross domestic product and foreign direct investment. Our assumption here, variables are measured at the interval or ratio level, which is continuous, and the variables are approximately normal distributed, and then there is a linear relation between the two variables. The variable we are using in this session, we have here the year, GDP, and foreign direct investment for the year 1980 to 2016, which is 37 observation. Now before we run the regression, here regression analysis used when we want to predict the value of a variable based on the value of another variable. In this case, the variable we are using to predict the other variables value is called the independent variable, which is foreign direct investment, or sometimes we call it the predictor variable. The variable we are wishing to predict is called the dependent variable, which is GDP. Suppose we are interested in determine whether there is a relation between gross domestic product and foreign direct investment. So now we'll go to the SPSS. As you can see it here in front of you, the variable here, GDP, foreign direct investment, and then we run the regression. How to run the regression? I'll go to Analyze, Regression, select Linear. This is the variable, GDP, dependent variable, foreign direct investment, independent variable, and leave everything as it is, as you can see it here at this time, because this is just a simple linear regression, and then press OK. The outcome is coming gradually, as you can see it. Now, the most important table we are going to use is the model summary. How to interpret the model summary? This is the output of linear regression analysis. SPSS generate quite a few tables in its results section for a linear regression. In this session, as we mentioned earlier, we are going to look at the important table. First, we look to the model summary, then ANOVA, and after that we are looking to the coefficient of the variables, which is included in the equation. So first we are going to look at R, simple correlation coefficient. R equal 0.95.9, which represents the simple correlation and therefore indicate a high degree of correlation. R square, coefficient of determination, which is 92.0, indicate how much the dependent variable GDP can be explained by the independent variable foreign direct investment. In this case, 92.0% can be explained, which is very large. Then we move to the second table, ANOVA. As you can see it, regression, residual, and the total, and this is we are looking to the F statistic and p-value or significant value. As you can see it below the table, there is a predictor, constant and foreign direct investment, and there is dependent variable GDP, which is the dependent variable. How to interpret ANOVA? The ANOVA table, this table indicates that regression model predicts the outcome variable significantly well. How do we know this? Look at the regression and go to the significant levels here, which is p-value. This indicates the statistical significance of the regression model. That was applied here. P-value 0.000, which is less than 5%, and indicate that overall the model applied is significantly good enough to predicting the outcome table. And this is ANOVA. We look to the third table, as you can see it here. Okay, the third table is the coefficient. This is the third table, the coefficient, and the constant with the coefficient. Coefficient provide us with information on each predictor variable. This provide us with the information necessary to predict GDP, the dependent variable, as you can see it here below the table. From the foreign direct investment, the independent variable, we can see that both the constant and foreign direct investment contribute significantly to the model by looking to the sig value here, or p-value column. By looking at the B column, this one, the coefficient, under the unstandardized coefficient column, we can present the regression equation as. This is the equation you can, okay, which is GDP equal 4371.481 plus 3.985 foreign direct investment. And this is the equation, as you can see it here, which is the estimated equation. This is a short video, just how to run the simple linear regression and how to interpret the result. In the next session, I'm going to talk about the multiple regression model, which is all include the regression analysis with two different models for multiple regression with interpretation. Thank you for watching the video, and please don't forget to subscribe for more video